Oh. I know that he tried to get you. Man, see, that's what y'all got to deal with the Hebrew community, man. Tell you, man. Exactly. Exactly, dog. No. And that's why we poor. And I ain't talking about we as individuals, I'm talking about as a race. That's why we struggle so much. We got our own banks out here. We don't even put our money in it, though. We over here putting that shit in the credit union, the damn Bank of America. Shit like this. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I got TC the Crusher. Hey, what we running, Tizzle? Hey, this white dude might get off on me, kid. Hey, look at that center, dog. Wow. Wow. Oh, shit. Well, I don't know if he's starting to lag. Hey, why is the shit still up, bro? Come on, man. I did too. I took a V line straight to the 3-point line. Mm-hmm. Hold up. I'm about to go to game chat right now. I'm gonna go to game chat. OVO, can you hear? Oh, that's good. All right. 2-3, Alex. 2-3, Alex. He ain't in here. I don't think he in here though. Oh. Yeah, I'll play up. I got it. Play me. Oh yeah, oh okay. Oh, goddamn play me. Hey. Fuck out of here, man. Oh! Oh! Oh. It said shot block and you missed the dunk. Oh, that was beautiful. Play me, what the fuck? Come. Play me. Play me. God damn it. Hey, stay down there for me. God damn it. Oh, shit. Hey, that little motherfucker getting off, ain't it? That boy fast. What? Oh my God. Get that shit, man. shit sell, boy. That bitch hit me, man. Want no block, nothing. There gotta be something. Oh. That's back cool. Damn. I don't like that dunk. I don't like that dunk at all, boy. I'ma have to. I don't like that shit. I like that. Yeah, that bullshit I did, boy, with asking to get blocked, boy. That shit. But it's kind of hard too, man.
Daddy.
Yeah.
The bear over here putting
Tell her to keep her damn hands to herself. Play, play. Oh yeah, I missed. Good shit. What? Oh fuck. Oh wait a minute. With a big ass A on his arm. Well, I'm gonna need you to come up with something more creative. Yeah, the hell going on? What that stand for? Ass? I mean, what it stand for? Apple. You know, spell Alex out, man. Like our school teachers say, A is for effort. That shit is not for effort, motherfucker. Damn. Oh, L1. Hello. Oh shit. Well, it was a track meet one. Boy, Tips got feisty than a motherfucker right there. Yeah, oh, he got hit in the. That's a good concussion. Well, man, they need to make it where you get injured on here, man. You have to sit out for like a week if you get injured. Yeah, that should be fired. And they have on the wire, man, that Derrick is out with a concussion. He'll be out for 2 to 3 weeks. He was close. he hit that nigga with his belly. Remind me of Brian Cook, man. Sean May. Oh, stay fresh. I didn't even know he was still in the game, kid. That's crazy. Oh. It's okay, man. That 12 assists make a fool, man. Hey, Allen said he'd be back in 2 minutes. Man up. Yeah. No. Well, you know he ain't in the chat. Over yo. Oh. He done did all that shit for no reason. Oh, fuck. Damn. Oh. Oh, let me reset. God damn. Yeah, that's some bullshit. No, sir. Oh, no. I was going for the rebound. Oh, that shit sucks, man. That's all good. Oh. Damn. Hey, you put it to man to man yet, Tizzy? I got tired of seeing that nigga scoring. He just jumped straight up. Wow. I don't know, bro. I can contest to that. That's crazy. Fucking little ass midget, bro. Mm. Okay, see, we need you to score, nigga. You did all that shit in the zone. Hey, Tone, I should have gave it to you if I'd have known to go do some bullshit like this. Hell no, that shit was wet. I just let Alex know, try to let him know that the game is over. Y'all going to go back out and come back anyway. I gotta take my kids out here to the lawn. It's family movie night. This is more like 80%. Oh shit. Oh man. Y'all, I will get y'all tomorrow night, Friday morning, or Friday. Hold on, let me make this public. Oh.
Kuzma for the Lakers, dropping 18 against the Jazz last night. Trevor Booker, of the aforementioned Nets, tweeted that he's going to be better than Lonzo Ball, just putting it out there. I'm just saying that when this trade first went down, I said the Nets got fleeced. Some thought I spoke too soon. That 27th pick, that was part of that trade. Thank you for spending part of your evening with us. That's it for the 6. SportsCenter continues on ESPN2. Stick around for Celtics Hornets. And if you choose to join us tomorrow, solo offensive player of the week in the AFC, Melvin Gordon. Take it easy.
Michael, it's a beautiful night in Charlotte as the Hornets play their preseason home opener against Kyrie Irving and the new-look Boston Celtics as we welcome you to another season of the NBA on ESPN.
The Golden State Warriors are the 2017 NBA champions.
It's been a little busy in the associations. We are going to get you.
The Philadelphia 76ers select Markelle Fultz. The Los Angeles Lakers select Lonzo Ball.
Well, I knew this was happening before it was happening.
Jimmy Butler reunited
standing with his former coach, Tom Thibodeau, in Minnesota.
Chris Paul is walking right to the Houston Rockets.
The Celtics have acquired the four-time All-Star guard in exchange for Isaiah Thomas.
When Boston came a knocking, I was answering.
Now you've got two legitimate superstars, Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
By the way, Carmelo Anthony was traded.
Hey, Peter, they said I got to come off the bench.
The Thunder now have 3 players that can get buckets on their own: Westbrook, Carmelo, and Jordan.
LeBron James and Dwayne Wade are teammates once again.
Team Banana Boat. It's great to have you, people.
Cheers, brother.
Sure it is.
Welcome to NBA Wednesday on ESPN, presented by Men's Warehouse. Almost an entirely new Boston Celtics team, led by Kyrie Irving, wraps up the preseason tonight in Charlotte against the Hornets team that added a big name to its roster, hoping to return to the playoffs after missing it a year ago. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Pash alongside Jeff Van Gundy. Jeff, a very entertaining offseason for the Celtics. Only 4 players remain from a team that had the best record in the East, but they do add 2 All-Stars in Gordon Hayward and obviously Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, their scoring ability in tight games will be there. Their development as a team is tied to the development of their young forwards, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They're long, they're athletic, and they can score. And this is a Celtic team that I think could be dynamic defensively.
All right, on the Charlotte side, they have an All-Star back in Kemba Walker, and they add an 8-time All-Star in Dwight Howard. How do you think that's going to work out?
Well, Howard's had a rocky last 3 stops in the NBA. First with the Lakers, then the Rockets, and then Atlanta. I think this is his best chance to reclaim his spot as one of the best centers in the NBA with a coach that believes in him and a point guard in Kemba Walker that is terrific. Walker's pick and roll game doesn't have to take a backseat to anyone. He's that good.
And a coach that knows him as well, Steve Clifford, was in Orlando and with the Lakers in Howard's lone season there. We'll see how that works out as the Hornets missed out on the playoffs a year ago. There's Coach Clifford in his 5th season with Charlotte. 2 of the 4 years prior to this season, he led his club to the postseason. All right, let's get you now to the public address announcer and tonight's national anthem, Pat Dowdy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spectrum Center, the premier sports and entertainment destination in the Carolinas. Your preseason NBA action tonight features the Boston Celtics and your Charlotte Hornets. Please rise as we honor our country with the presentation of the colors and the singing of our national anthem. Presenting the colors tonight is the Chester Senior High School JROTC. Performing the Star Spangled Banner, please welcome Madeline Yarbrough, Libby Gardner, and Mia Yarbrough.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen,
ESPN's coverage of the NBA preseason is presented by Men's Warehouse. For all the season's latest styles, visit menswarehouse.com. And in part by Infinity, empower the drive. What can you do with 2 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches for $5 from Dunkin'? Settle a debt, make a friend, save the day, or keep it both for this handsome devil. With 2 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches for $5, the future is in your hands. America runs on Dunkin'.
You owned your car for 4 years. You named it Brad. You loved Brad. And then you totaled him. You two have been through everything together. 2 boyfriends, 3 jobs. You're like, nothing can replace Brad. Then Liberty Mutual calls. And you break into your happy dance.
If you sign up for better car replacement, we'll pay for a car that's a model year newer with 15,000 fewer miles than your old one. Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
What's going on? My TV company won't let me watch all my channels live on this, so I'm following the game this way. It's supposed to be the football. It doesn't even look like a football. I know. It's a tiny field. I hate tiny fields. Try this. That's the game. That's Dish. Didn't even know my voice could do that.
Dish lets you watch 100% of your live channels and sports anywhere on your favorite devices. Dish, tuned into you.
A long weekend is just an excuse to get a long way from boring. With models up to 62 horsepower or room for 4. Go rugged. Go big. Go Gator.
Bush. It has the same great taste it's always had. Even the same sound.
Bush. Rated M for mature.
Pre-order the bundle now.
Please? Of course, I got it right here. There's nothing there. It's loading. It takes a little bit. Just give me like a minute, guys.
Bob realized he needed unlimited LTE data, so he switched to Metro PCS to get the best unlimited deal in wireless. 2 lines of unlimited LTE data for only $80 period, plus 2 free 32 gig phones. Enjoy the best unlimited deal in wireless on a reliable LTE network. Metro PCS, wireless figured out.
With the regular season 6 days away, ESPN's got a preseason doubleheader tonight, starting here at the Spectrum Center. It's the Hornets and the Boston Celtics. Time now for our starting lineup, brought to you by Men's Warehouse. Rookie Jason Tatum out of Duke gets the start along with Jaylen Brown, second-year player from Cal, Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, and Al Horford. For Charlotte, Dwayne Bacon, a rookie from Florida State, joining Walker, Marvin Williams, Dwight Howard, and Frank Kaminsky in the Hornets starting 5. Charlotte starts the regular season at Detroit next week. Boston will begin its regular season where Kyrie Irving played for the previous 6 years in Cleveland.
And LeBron might miss the game.
Yeah, bad ankle. Played last night, first time he played preseason. And may have re-injured that left ankle. He's shut down for the rest of the preseason. Hornets last year finished 10 games under 500, 12 fewer wins last year than they had 2 years ago and made the playoffs. As Kaminsky gets the bounce. player out of Wisconsin. Irving's first attempt of the night is good. Last year, 25 points per game. A career high for Irving is only 25 years old.
So we don't want to go.
Aaron Baines, who they picked up in free agency.
If I get the dog, I'm trying to keep it.
Most likely, I think they start against the size centers like Howard because it is a tough match.
And we talked with Brad Stevens before the game, and he said this could be his lineup next Tuesday against Cleveland, but he's not sure just yet. So the guys that are playing multiple positions, he's got Tatum defending Walker right now. 3-ball, 1-ball for Williams.
They're going to switch a lot because they have a lot of guys in that 6'8" range. Jaylen Brown's one of those that just knocked in that corner three.
That's big, Jeff, if he makes that. He shot 34% from three a year ago. He's such a terrific athlete, very physical, but if he knocks down that, look out. Kaminsky again. And Brown with the board. Remember, the Celtics have the #1 pick, but they traded out of it to draft this guy. They said they probably would have taken him at #1. They selected him #3, and Philadelphia took Markelle Fultz for the first selection. Howard gets the rebound and the putback. He can still do that. He averaged 13 boards per game a year ago. He's the active leader in the NBA in rebounding. Gordon Hayward, he spent the last 7 years in Utah. Irving for three, knocks it down. 5 early points for Kyrie Irving. Walker, boy, he shot it really well from out there a year ago. Career best. #6 in the NBA at 243s.
Give him credit. Made some minor tweaks to his shooting mechanics as Irving knocks in another three. Kemba Walker, so hard to guard now because of the improved three-point shot.
Meanwhile, as you mentioned, Irving hit that three. It's his second one. He's got 8 points. Irving had a career high in 3-point baskets a year ago also. There's Walker. Shot clock at 3 to go to Howard on a low block. And he can't put it in. There's Horford from out there. He's really worked on that in the last few years. As the Celtics with 14 points on 4 of 4 shooting from 3. Great start here on the road.
Infiniti QX60. Impressive performance and seating for 7. Infiniti. Empower the drive.
Introducing Wendy's new Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. It's a giant, Joe? Yeah, it's a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger with double the fresh, never frozen beef, bacon, and cheese. So it's made a big name for itself. For a limited time, get the Giant JBC meal for just $5.
Score big with Cricket Wireless. Our plans start at only $30 a month. We've got more 4G LTE coverage than T-Mobile or Sprint. And if you switch now, you can get a brand new smartphone for free. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
something to think about. The average person will sleep 26 years in their lifetime. Research shows that if you sleep better, you will live better and longer. But finding the right mattress to sleep on can be exhausting. At Mattress Warehouse, you simply lay back, relax, and let science find your perfect bed.
Welcome back. Here's your bed match.
Thank you. Bed match, only at Mattress Warehouse, where sleep happens.
My job was going nowhere. Living paycheck to paycheck, working 60-plus hours. It was not the life I wanted for my family. Then I heard about my computer career. I clicked the Better Life button and everything changed. In 4 months, I got my first IT job. Now I'm an IT manager hiring my computer career students. I'm making a great living and finally have time for my family.
Take a free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu. Hit the Better Life button now for your new beginning as an IT professional.
After 1 year at Duke, Kyrie Irving was the #1 pick of the 2011 draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they were not good for 3 years. But then, after a 78-168 record, LeBron James came home. The Cavaliers went to 3 straight finals and won the 2016 NBA championship behind LeBron and Irving. But as everybody knows, Kyrie wanted out, and he was traded on August 30th. It's amazing, given that everybody knew he wanted out, that Cleveland was able to get the players they did, including Isaiah Thomas, who averaged close to 30 per game last year.
I agree with you. I think both the Clippers with the Chris Paul trade and Cleveland with the Irving trade, both those teams did as well as you possibly could. You knew you were losing those guys. Terrific job by both organizations. And if Isaiah Thomas comes back and is healthy, that's a great trade.
Jeffrey mentioned that, the first 3 years that Irving was in Cleveland, it really was him and a bunch of other guys, but he's got good players around him here. A lot of people wonder about his defense and his ability to make other players better. Do you think that's fair?
Well, I think he's a great scorer, but if you just watch the first few minutes of his defense here, I think he's locked in. I think all great players have ups and downs with focus defensively, but I'm not worried about his ability to be a dominant player.
4 All-Star appearances so far as Kaminsky is fouled. And we'll go to the line. I went to 2 All-Star games in the first 3 seasons, despite, again, just 64 wins. And you remember that first year they played the Warriors, he had that injury in Golden State in the finals. Who knows, if Irving were healthy, he might have 2 rings.
I'll still say that first series, when he went out, Love was out, LeBron James
that was unbelievable.
Never could have played better. His numbers weren't that efficient, but just the sheer load that he carried and dragging that team. They played an exceptional series. David Blatt did a great job with his team, as did James.
Got a Charlotte foul here. They get Dwayne Bacon, a rookie out of Florida State, who was a 2nd-round draft pick.
Right now, the Hornets are absolutely ravaged with injuries.
I think a handful of guys banged up, including Nick Batum, who's out for a couple of months with an elbow injury, coming off a career year. Irving doing work in the lane. Beautiful move. Just couldn't finish. That's his first miss of the night. Got 8 points, 3 of 4 now from the floor. Campbell Walker, beautiful fade on the behind the back. They just couldn't score the ball. Irving gives it up to Hayward, who splashes home a 3. He hit a career high 149 threes last year.
Quinn Snyder and his staff in Utah, they did such a great job with their team, and Hayward as well improved so much in his time there. But good fast break, and then Irving makes a nice read and finds Hayward wide open for the transition 3.
Hayward said it was a very difficult decision for him to leave Utah. He left more money on the table by coming to Boston, but the allure of being a Celtic, being reunited with Brad Stevens, he said, you know, probably people made too much about that, but certainly the relationship they had going back to Butler, where he's recruited by Stevens and played for him for 2 years, played a role in his decision. Utah still got some pretty good pieces, though. Watched them last night against the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, you know, with Gobert and Quinn Snyder, they're going to guard. There's no doubt about that. Offensively, I think they'll have time to challenge.
Turnover by Howard. Tatum goes at Kemba Walker, and an offensive foul is called.
Well, Howard just with a careless pass. Kemba Walker has always done a good job putting his body in front of drivers for charges.
It'll be interesting to watch that dynamic throughout the year. The pick and roll game with Walker and Howard.
Well, Howard's a very good screener.
Nice move there with the left hand, backing down Al Horford.
He's actually better with his left hand jump hooks than his right hand jump hooks.
He's getting a lot of touches here early on. You know, that was one of his complaints in Atlanta last year. He didn't feel he got enough touches. And there were games in the playoffs where he didn't see him at all. It just didn't fit with the Hawks offense.
You just got to stop complaining. Like,
that's true.
Just play basketball and not make it all about the basketball. But this is a good post move. He got great depth, and then the jump hook. But, you know, Howard went from beloved in Orlando to where, rumor has it, like, teammates were overjoyed when he got traded from Atlanta here. It doesn't make sense, and I hope he took some time this summer to evaluate, like, what's gone wrong and what could have he done differently to make those things right. And if he does, Ian Walker, this is a Hall of Fame player. He's not the same level athlete, but he's clearly the most accomplished player on the team. Walker's their best player right now, but Howard, as we see there, gives them a different element.
And Jeff, he's admitted that he didn't realize at the time how good he had it with playing for your brother in Orlando, going to the finals. In 2008, he had more endorsements than LeBron James. And then last year, Ersan Ilyasova had more votes in the All-Star game than he did. To your point about being a guy that everybody loved to a guy that
I don't understand it.
Well, it's on him, though, right? I mean, it had nothing to do with anybody other than his choices, correct?
I agree. Listen, because he made it all about the basketball. Like, he wasn't getting it enough. As Irving with an excellent pass to Horford.
Yeah, that play right there, that'll silence some people who wonder about his ability to find teammates. 2 assists already.
I think Boston's the favorite. You know, they were the top seed last year in the East. Cleveland absolutely crushed them in the playoffs as Howard gets another bucket in the paint. But I think with Isaiah Thomas's injury situation, I think Boston has, I think they will be the #1 seed this year. Again.
53 wins a year ago, but again, just 4 players back. But obviously the additions are tremendous, including Marcus Morris, who's on the floor right now. Jaylen Brown missing. Morris acquired in a trade with Detroit for Avery Bradley. Morris shot the ball well last year. Plus, he's a tough guy. He had some toughness to the Celtics. Knocked out of bounds by Howard. Take a look at the upcoming NBA national TV schedule. Full slate of games across the NBA networks. A couple of more preseason games. TNT has a Friday doubleheader. Houston, San Antonio, Clippers, Lakers. Then Tuesday, our Kia NBA tip-off. Doubleheader on TNT. The Celtics at the Cavs, as we talked about. Houston at Golden State. And the next Wednesday on ESPN, our Kia NBA tip-off. Sixers at Washington. Minnesota at San Antonio. How about the Wolves with the addition of Jimmy Butler to go along with Karl Anthony Towns, who one of the best players in the league, and Anthony Wiggins, who just signed that max deal.
Well, so much as Brown gets called for a push-off and an offensive foul. Minnesota did a great job. What a summer they had adding these three guys, plus Taj Gibson, a great two-way player in Butler. I like Teague and his ability to play big in big games. But their development will have to be defensively, and that's where Wiggins and Towns have yet to embrace how much defense goes into winning. They've got to commit to playing defense on an every night basis.
So is that a mental thing or a physical thing, or both?
Well, there aren't too many great defending teams that are young, but it starts with your best players. They've got to commit to that end.
These are Domino's all-new Parmesan-dusted, garlic-seasoned, and cinnamon-sprinkled bread twists. How did you come up with such a clever name? We'll never tell. Choose any two of Domino's new bread twists or medium two-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
Team out. That's okay.
Infiniti QX60. Impressive performance and seating percent. Infiniti, empower the drive.
This Friday, tell me the names of the ballers who killed my child. The legend. Give me the names. Will be unleashed. Give me the names. The foreigner at art.
We thought about it. Dreamt about it. Maybe you should just go ahead and do it. We're legal soon. We've helped over 1 million people just like you start their own businesses. LegalZoom. Legal help is here.
Discover card. Hey, what can you tell me about your new social security alerts? Oh, we'll alert you if we find your social security number on any one of thousands of risky sites, so you'll be in the know. Ooh, sushi. Ugh, being in the know is a good thing.
Sign up online for free. Discover social security alerts. Rated E to M.
Back in Charlotte, Boston up 6. Dwight Howard, 4 for 5, 8 points to start it off. This is where he's elite. He's a great rebounder. And then he shows the left-hand jump hook, the lob off the roll, the side pick and roll, and then Monk finds him once again in the paint for another easy hoop. You look at those numbers, people may ask, Hall of Fame? Absolutely. Hall of Fame numbers. Yeah. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, multi-year All-Star. Those numbers, unbelievable.
Well, he's not done. He's 32.
But he's not as athletic, right? I mean, you see, those guys who come out of high school, their age is still young, but there's a lot of wear and tear on those players. And particularly Howard, who's always played big minutes.
And he's, had a history of back issues as Irving hustles, but can't get to the loose ball. And Malik Monk, rookie from Kentucky, was the 11th overall pick of the draft, has it. Howard said, it's weird. He's got guys that are on his team that said they watched him play growing up. Think about that for a second. He's 32 years old, but he's been in the league for 14 years.
Right. What a young team Charlotte has.
Elizabeth.
Cody Zeller. And 3 rookies that Johnny O'Brien has barely played.
Shot clock at 2. Horford has to hoist it. And he's called for an offensive foul. 2 on out. Well, you mentioned you think Boston is the team to beat. Obviously, Cleveland is right there.
In the regular season, I think they're going to be the number 1 seed. Yeah.
And then you have that next tier of teams. Would you say Washington and Toronto?
No question.
Okay, and then where do you put a team like Charlotte?
I put them in the next tier with Milwaukee.
And then I know you have Philadelphia against Washington to start the regular season. Are they a playoff team potentially this year? Or is it, I mean, basically it's a total guess because no one's seen Ben Simmons or Markelle Fultz play in the NBA yet.
And not much of Embiid as far as we know. If he plays,
sure,
he's going to be great. He'll be an all-star without question if healthy.
But he missed 50 games last year.
Right. So it's hard to know where his health stands. But they have a talent base that don't lead in the playoffs if healthy.
Moore is short, and Zeller tracks down the long rebound. And Zeller gets to the rim, puts it home. Cody Zeller coming off a career year scoring-wise, and he'll move to the bench with the acquisition of Dwight Howard. Here's Hayward from outside. Spins out on the 3. And a Boston foul. Yabusele.
Well, Cody Zeller showing off his agility. Good long rebound and finish. He was very valuable to them last year. He missed 20 games, and those 20 games that he missed, Charlotte was 3-17.
Offensive foul called here on a screen on Williams. Tap into the game. Order the new Celtics and Hornets NBA jerseys with Nike Connect, available now on NBAstore.com. Plus receive free shipping on orders over $50 using code NBA50 at checkout. NBAstore.com, one store, every team. Monk with a deflection. Boy, he could fill it up in college, huh? He had some just huge games. Had a 47-point game. Averaged 20 a game in his 1 season there.
Scoring was easy for him. His development, whether he becomes a starter or not at some point in his career, is all going to be tied to his improvement defensively.
Marcus Morris with the long 2. And Monk not the biggest guy either, so he's going to have to defend some bigger point guards.
And can he play as a backup point guard?
But he can do that. Falling away. Hits the 2.
Steve Clifford admonished me before the game that I'm skipping some steps here. And wanting to put this guy in Springfield already, but he is a talented scorer with improvements that must be made defensively, learning the NBA game. But as an 11th pick, I think he's going to be an offensive force off the bench this year.
Monk again, can't get it, and Marcus Smart, who's a terrific defender, got the strip. Out of bounds to Boston. And we are 19.7 seconds away from Jeff Van Gundy's riveting end-of-quarter interview with Brad Stevens. You got your questions ready?
No, I get very nervous about this. Doris Burke has set such a high standard for interviewing skills.
Traveling call.
Can we not call as many travels? I want to, there's already been 4. I know that's been the cry by the...
Point of emphasis.
Point of emphasis.
Yep.
I'd like to de-emphasize.
But that's a travel, right? What he just did? Yabusele?
I like how you say that name.
Here's Monk for 3. And that ends the first quarter. As Jeff prepares for what surely will be a Hall of Fame interview with Brad Stevens coming up. 24-20 Boston after one.
QX60. Impressive performance and seating for 7. Infinity. Empower the drive.
You guys are ready!
Please?
Of course, I got it right here.
There's nothing there. It's loading. It takes a little bit.
Just give me like a minute, guys.
Bob realized he needed unlimited LTE data, so he switched to Metro PCS to get the best unlimited deal in wireless. 2 lines of unlimited LTE data for only $80 period, plus 2 free 32 gig phones. Enjoy the best unlimited deal in wireless on a reliable LTE network. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out.
Limits are meant to push you, but I'm not afraid to push back. Chase down your passion. Never halfway. Hankook Tire.
Say hello to Popeye's $4 popcorn chicken. It's the real Popeye's flavor you love, now perfectly poppable. Plus, you get a side and biscuit for just $4. Ooh. So grab my new $4 popcorn chicken while you can.
She's home!
Nice. I missed you guys.
Totino's Pizza Rolls!
Save time by conveniently paying your bill each month with AutoPay at spectrum.net/auto-enroll. Simply select Pay My Bill, then click on AutoPay using your debit or credit card or your checking account or savings account. Keep in mind AutoPay will activate after your next statement, so make sure your current balance is up to date. Enroll today at spectrum.net/auto-enroll.
Enjoy the lowest cost for hot water and the most affordable heating. Cook like a pro. Redefine outdoor living. Bring your home or remodeling plans to life with natural gas from PSNC Energy for a home that's warmer, more valuable, and less expensive to operate. Natural gas. Experience the difference.
Boston Celtics lead the Hornets here in Charlotte by 4 as we get ready for the second quarter. Here's Jeff Van Gundy with Celtics coach Brad Stevens.
With the changeover in roster where you only have 4 returning players and you have a condensed preseason schedule, how do you try to get everything you need to get in before opening night?
I think you just come to the conclusion that you're not, and you got to try to do what you have put in as well as you can. Some of which we did well and others which we didn't.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, I think are going to be big factors for you. Where does their improvement have to start?
Well, we need them to be great defenders first and foremost, and then after that, take advantage of their spots offensively, which they're learning on the fly, especially playing around new guys, but they've done a really good job thus far.
Excellent. Best of luck.
Thank you. All right, I'll give you a B-. 2 mistakes. You didn't intro, you didn't tell us where you were, and who you were, and who you were talking to. And then you editorialized, Jeff, on your second question. If that was like pop, he would have got you for giving your opinion before you asked a question.
First of all, everybody knows who Brad Stevens is. He doesn't need introduction, okay? So, but the second criticism was right. Just because I think Tatum and Brown are huge factors, I shouldn't have given him the answer. I should have let him speak.
It's almost like a yes or no.
I'm going to give myself, I'm still giving myself an A-.
All right. I'll give it on that one. Yeah, Busselette couldn't handle a pass from Gordon Hayward. Turnover by the Celtics. Hayward with 3 points so far. Kyrie Irving has 10 to lead all scorers. Dwight Howard with 8 for Charlotte. tough shot as Yabusele commits his second foul, and Zeller will go to the line.
That's been your third pronunciation of that young man's name.
Third different?
Yes.
So you're giving me a B- now?
No, that's like a C-.
It's Yabusele.
Oh, you've said it 3 different ways.
His nickname is the Dancing Bear.
So that's what I'm going to call him, Bear.
He's only been playing basketball for 5 years. You know what he was doing before that? He was a boxer.
I see that.
Yeah. Played soccer, but he grew up boxing. He was a really good youth boxer until somebody said, you know what? You take that size and that aggression and go play hoops. And it worked out. He was their first round pick in 2016. He's from France. Spent last year in the CBA and also in China. Monk hits a 3. 5 points for Malik Monk. And now Celtic foul.
He's got a great scoring mentality. He hasn't shot a high percentage in the preseason because he's taken a lot of difficult shots. But on balance, like that transition 3, he's going to shoot at a high rate.
Marcus Smart can't get it, and Monk with the rebound. Monk has scored 19 points in each of his last 2 preseason games. Has 5 points so far tonight. Tatum going for the steal. And excellent defense by Smart, and they call a foul on O'Brien. We saw Tatum playing defense there. You mentioned in your question that included a comment to Brad about Tatum that you think he'll be a big factor. Based on what you saw on TV in college and then so far in preseason, you think we got a big-time score here?
Well, I think he's going to score, absolutely. I think in this year, it's like Brad was saying, I think most young players, where their struggle is defensively, and that's where he's going to have to be good for them. And I love how they're assembling as O'Brien takes a hard fall. They're young. They built this team where they're so big and long that it allows them to switch a lot. I'm interested to see how quickly they develop it, because I think Jaylen Brown and Tatum are going to be huge factors by the time they get to the playoffs.
Yabusele just picked up his 3rd foul. There's Jaylen Brown, who's releasing a new rap album, by the way, under the name Jaytoven.
Okay.
You got to get that in your iTunes.
Is he good?
I have no idea.
Because Dame Dollar is good in Portland.
Oh, he is.
Oh, yeah.
Smart with the floater. Gets the bounce. Speaking of Damian Lillard, that's going to be an interesting watch this year, the Blazers. With Nurkic, pump for 3 again, hit it again, his 2nd triple. And Charlotte in front. Hayward gets it to go. Good pass by Smart.
And they'll post Smart a lot. And Hayward is such a good cutter. Found the open gap. Smart did a nice job of delivering the ball.
4th NBA season for Smart, former number 6 overall pick in 2014. Hayward rebounds the O'Brien miss. Rozier with the pull-up. And a timeout by Charlotte.
Well, Marcus Smart is around the basket a lot. Instead of backing in, finds the cutting Hayward for what could have been a 3-point play.
If you have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, isn't it time to let the real you shine through? Maybe it's time for Otezla, a Promolast. Otezla is not an injection or a cream. It's a pill that treats plaque psoriasis differently. With Otezla, 75% clearer skin is achievable after just 4 months, with reduced redness, thickness, and scaliness of plaques. And the Otezla prescribing information has no requirement for routine lab monitoring. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Tell your doctor if these occur. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Other side effects include upper respiratory tract infection and headache. Tell your doctor about all the medicines you take and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Ask your dermatologist about Otezla today. Otezla, show more of you.
Dynamic performance, so you can own the road. Aggressive styling, so you can break away from everyone else. The bold Lexus IS. Experience amazing.
Marshall is sensational, entertaining, 4 stars, outstanding, one of the best movies of the year.
The only way to get to a bigot store is to break it down.
This Friday, Chadwick Boseman, Josh Gad, Sterling K. Brown, Gene Hudson, Dan Stevens, Marshall, rated PG-13.
It's iPhone season and everyone's celebrating. But this year, celebrate more responsibly.
How much data did I use last night?
What did I sign up for? Hey, Jimmy, where's your iPhone season spirit? Be smart and get the new iPhone 8 from Sprint. You'll get the best price for unlimited and network reliability within 1% of the other guys. Works for me. It's an iPhone season miracle. I'm going Sprint.
Celebrate at Sprint. The only way to get the new iPhone 8 for $0 per month. Plus upgrade to the latest iPhone anytime with iPhone Forever.
The Autumn Time Turkey is back for a limited time at Subway. So much turkey.
It's not just a car. It's your daily treat. Go ahead, spoil yourself. The ES and ES Hybrid. Experience amazing.
Tonight, ESPN's coverage of the NBA regular season starts with a doubleheader at 7 Eastern, Philadelphia and the Wizards from Washington, followed by the Wolves and the Spurs from San Antonio, both being streaming live on the ESPN app. And an entertaining offseason. Can't wait for the regular year. 7 All-Stars, changing teams, the most ever. How about no fired coaches as Malik Monk scores? I mean, we were going for a while there. It was like 1 year to be 9, the next year to be 11. Everybody's back this year.
If all you're going to do is change coaches, usually the problem why teams let go of coaches is the bad roster. So just changing a coach is really no change at all unless you upgrade your roster. So smart job by the GMs and the owners to not just point the finger of blame at coaches.
O'Brien can't hit it. By the way, Malik Monk has 10 points already. Traveling is called here on Johnny O'Brien. Now we mentioned the All-Stars changing teams, including 2 here with Boston, Irving, and Hayward. All the coaches are back. First time in 4 years that that's happened. And then you have the 3 of the best players in the game with those huge contracts: Westbrook, Harden, and Steph.
Well, from those teams' standpoint, that's money well spent.
Westbrook, the reigning MVP. Rozier hits a 3. Be interesting if they win more games with the changes they make, and what that does to Westbrook's numbers and his claim to the seed to repeat, adding Paul George and Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, that'll definitely be hard to repeat as MVP because he's going to be sharing more possessions with Paul George, who's great, and Carmelo Anthony is still very good.
Here's Williams, and his 3 off the mark. Tatum with the defensive rebound. Smart tried to give it up to Horford. It'll stay with the Celtics. When you look at Carmelo Anthony's numbers from last year, he's taken a lot of heat from the media over the last several seasons, but look what he did last year on a bad team again.
Well, I think they're playing him at his position right now, which is with the way the league has gone, as Irving's foul behind the basket, which I don't think should be a shooting foul.
And let's see, I think you're right. Be a side out, yeah.
He's a four-man, and I think he's going to, after a couple of years where, feuding with Phil Jackson about should he go or should he stay, I think he's going to be rejuvenated in Oklahoma City. Their fan base is Rozier with a beautiful drive. Their fan base is as passionate as any fan base in the NBA.
And you got Paul George, who's coming off a career year. He was fantastic last season. Traveling called him.
I think need to call the NBA office and beg them to de-emphasize the travel call. It's like 7 travels. Who wants to watch travels?
You think it's just something, though, preseason, we're going to see a lot of that, and then when the regular season comes, everybody adjusts a little bit?
I hope so. Or everybody's footwork gets better.
But if it were up to you, there'd be no replay, there'd be no stoppages. Everybody would just play. There'd never be a timeout.
The replay, absolutely. I used to be for it, now I hate it.
Why? Tatum!
Why? It's because the game is painful at times. Just like college football, I don't know how you stay awake. They replay every call.
They do. Literally. Not everyone is reviewed that long, but yeah, every play technically is reviewed. Three-second violation. By the way, Jason Tatum, we saw him hit that three. That's something that the Celtics aren't banking on, but man, if he can get that stroke going, that'll be a bonus because he's a decent three-point shooter in college. Remember, obviously, the arc is smaller, 34%. But he works at it. Brad Stevens told us, too, like, nothing phases him. He doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. He's much more mature than you would think for a 19-year-old that just got a ton of money after 1 year in college. 2 years removed from high school. His mom still lives in the same building with him. She moved to Massachusetts, on a different floor, but in the same building.
Good.
She's from St. Louis.
It's interesting.
Monk with the first free throw. 11 points now. So when you got your first NBA assistant job, you didn't do that? You moved the parents in the same building on a different floor?
Let's just say this. When you were the lowest assistant back in, I think that was 89, 90, it's not like they had a lot of spare change.
So you moved in with her?
Yeah, no, listen. It's a different time in the NBA now.
Kyrie Irving, by the way, with 3 assists now to go along with 10 points. Boston by 8. Kemba Walker, too strong, off balance, 3-point try. Jaylen Brown attacking, and he'll go to the line. ESPN Fantasy Basketball is back. Sign up at ESPN.com/fantasybasketball to draft, manage, and follow your team on the go all season long. Use the ESPN Fantasy app.
You do fantasy? Football or basketball?
No. I've never done it. You?
Never.
But it's fun. I mean, I know a ton of people that do it, and it's addictive. You get started, you can't stop. But it's a great way to stay in touch with the game because you want to watch it then every single night because you're invested. Jaylen Brown will turn 21 years old later this month. Spent 1 year at Cal. He's from Georgia. He's the captain of his high school chess team. in Marietta, Georgia. Really interesting guy. We talked about his rapping, his acumen as a chess player, and then obviously on the basketball floor. Really worked on his stroke, too, from the perimeter. Got 5 points so far, 3 rebounds.
What's the captain of a chess team do?
I guess you're in charge of who plays whom in a chess match.
Okay.
You get to boss everybody around, I presume. Howard! And a beautiful lob pass.
Beautiful play by Henderson off the bench. Terrific ball movement.
Hayward, way off the mark. He's 2 of 7 from the floor. Turnover, though, by Charlotte, and here's Morris with easy 2. Two field goals for Marcus Morris. Boston by 9. Howard going to that left hand again and draws the foul.
Well, good action, curl, and then corner pick and roll. Howard gets separation. Jaylen Brown late in the rotation, and a beautiful pass by Henderson for the easy dunk by Howard.
After the one season in Atlanta, traded for Miles Plumlee and Marco Bellinelli. Solid players, but not household names that you would think would be included in a trade for a guy that's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day.
Both teams think they won that trade.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
And Atlanta's going to take a step back, not just because of Howard, but you lose Paul Millsap in free agency going to Denver, which is going to be a very fun team to watch out west this year.
They sure are. Gary Harris just signing a big contract.
Hayward puts it on the deck. Couldn't finish, though. Brown with good defense. They're going to need that with Jay Crowder now in Cleveland. They're going to rely, says Brad Stevens, heavily on Jaylen Brown to set the tone defensively for them this year.
Their 2 3s and 4s are massive with their length and their ability to switch.
Walker, how about Kyrie Irving breaking up that lob pass? He got up there to knock that away. Horford, good look to Brown, who puts it down. Celtics with 11 assists. Williams from outside, rattles out. Irving between the legs to Morris, and he sets up for a 3. That's a handful of assists now for Irving to go with 10 points and 4 rebounds here in Charlotte.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid.